Hello, everyone. I want to talk about getting old and the things that happen in my family history as well. And so, when I was a little girl, I had two sets of grandparents. My paternal grandfather passed away around the time I was born, and then so I had a paternal grandmother who was amazing, and I also had a set of maternal grandparents, grandma and grandpa. And so I was blessed beyond belief to have my grandparents, and I just was. And I think I've spoken about my grandmothers, I should say. My grandfather on my mom's side he was challenging. He went according to the Catholic religion, the Bible, etc. And if it wasn't along what the Bible said, then you were kind of cast out or disconnected. So, anyways, just by my grandfather, not necessarily the rest of the family. But I want to share with you that my maternal grandmother, Cecilia, her mother, had a number of children. I don't even know how many. I feel kind of guilty not knowing how many siblings my grandma had. She had a lot of siblings. It's a loving family. But yet, the truth is I think the last 20 years of her life, she ended up with dementia and Alzheimer's and was in an assisted living or nursing home. She, from what I knew, was well taken care of. But over time, during those 20 years, she forgot who her children were. And so, although my grandma and her sister would go, or sisters, etc., whoever was home would go visit, my great grandmother would be sitting in her wheelchair, holding a rosary with her hands folded in prayer. But she did not remember her children. And so I can't imagine having a person in your life, you go visit and they don't recognize you. And I think that's the saddest part of estrangement is we don't know if any of our parents will ever get to mention Alzheimer's and actually forget who we are. And so I think the greatest travesty in the world is when an adult child disconnects from a parent, family member, etc., ceases contact, said and done, doesn't give that other person an opportunity to either make things right or apologize or have a relationship and let's just say one day that adult son or daughter is ready to come back and reaches out to someone to say, hey, reaches out to an aunt and says, hey, I want to see my mom now. And she says, well, your mom has Alzheimer's. And let's just say that adult son or daughter went to visit their parent and their parent didn't recognize them. And so I just want to say that that's something people should consider and think about. And I'm not trying to guilt anyone, just laying out facts. And so I hope this helps someone where if you're on the cusp where you say, oh, maybe I want to reach out to my mom, but I'm not sure. What should I say? Send a text and just say, hi, this is so-and-so. Because if they don't know your number because you've changed your number, just say, hey, this is your daughter, this is your son. And just say, like to talk to make peace while their memory's still intact. So that's all I want to say. I'm not trying to guilt anyone, and maybe it's just easier, you're not in contact, but that's all I wanted to talk about. That's just a thought, and I'll be back.